everyone, so today I'm working on something that I usually don't do, which is a comic. Basically, yes, it's Drarry, yes, I was inspired by my own fanfiction, sue me. Anyway, I was also inspired by the song Perfect by Ed Sheeran, which you probably have heard unless you live under a rock, which would be a weird life choice for you, but you know, you do you. I'm not a funny person. Anyway, here's my sort of sketch slash outline slash plan for this. First one was a failure, second one sort of a failure also, but then I sketched out the individual panels, and this is like the final layout I came with. So basically the plan for the lyrics is like, we were just kids, and then these two were when we fell in love, and this is not knowing what it was, and then the last one will be, I will not give you up this time. So cheesy, I know. Also, there's my 3 marker challenge. Yay. I like to be very efficient in my sketchbook filling. I don't know. Anyway, next you will see me sketch and ink at least 4 of the panels. And I will talk more about those on the voiceover. So yeah, as I said, my basic idea for this comic would be that there's like 4 smaller panels which are kind of laid on top of a bigger panel, and it's inspired by this little piece of lyrics from Perfect by Ed Sheeran, which I just recited in the first clip. Anyway, this first panel is just like Draco and Harry meeting each other in a Hogwarts hallway, and let me tell you, deciding to draw a Hogwarts hallway was a big mistake, and I do not recommend it. I make it look easy in this video because it's like a time-lapse and it's super sped up, but it took me a while and a half, let me tell you. And I do not enjoy drawing architecture. I even made a video about how little I enjoy drawing architecture. And this was like architecture level 9000 with the arches and the pillars and the intricate windows, and like it was the worst. Obviously, then next step, drawing hands, which obviously every artist loves and is known to be very easy and just breeze. In case you can't tell, I'm being very sarcastic. Drawing hands is hard. But in this case, apparently the hand panel turned out to be like the easiest one of the 4 that I did, which is remarkable. But I just like, yesterday when I filmed the first 3 panels, I just could not get my art to work. Like, I must have drawn and redrawn this Draco face that I'm working on right now like 600 times. Like, I just could not get it to work. Most of it was done off camera because I went to my parents' house and I didn't have a filming set up there, and then I just like kept working on it, and finally I came up with something that was like moderately good. And you know, the Harry wasn't easy either. You'll see me draw and erase that like 6 times. Here, I was just looking at these clips earlier and I thought like some of the middle ones were actually pretty good, but they were like the wrong size, which is stupid because I'm going to color this on the computer anyway, so even if it's the wrong size I could have just rescaled it, but it was just annoying me at that point, so I just kept erasing it and starting over. Anyway, so since I am planning on scanning these and coloring them on the computer, I wasn't like super meticulous with my lines or anything. I think I'll say this again in a later clip. Anyway, but I'm probably gonna go over the lines digitally again anyway, so I didn't really bother to make them like super awesome and detailed and stuff. Besides, I don't really like inking that much either. And then the final panel I drew today, and so it was a little bit easier. I didn't struggle as much as I did with everything that I did yesterday, but the pose was quite difficult. I did have a reference, but the body type of my characters were very, or you know, J.K. Rowling's characters, but anyway, were very different than the body type of the characters in the reference, so that made it a little bit difficult. That's about all I have to say for the voiceover, so now some clips of the finished things. Okay, so here's a closer look at all of these that I have done so far. This one, oh boy, this was a nightmare. Do not draw Gothic or whatever the hell arches. Don't do it. Just trust me. It was a nightmare, and even it still doesn't look like very neat or anything, but oh boy. Here are some sketches of me trying to figure out this freaking face that I couldn't make work. And then here are these two, the hands and this thing. I'm planning to scale this down on the computer a little bit. And oh right, this is only a sketch at this point. I will film another clip of it once it is inked. And boom, movie magic or whatever that's inked. I'm probably, like, I didn't take huge care with the inking because I'm probably not gonna keep these inks. I'm gonna, like, paint over them or whatever because I am planning on coloring this digitally. Anyway, that's what I managed to do in the past couple of days. So, yep, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you next week. Bye.